Let's see. Welcome to Catch Craze Podcast. Boom. Forbidden.
He challenged his father because of a curse on his people, betraying his family in search of the truth, awakening the evil behind the curse. Now they must race to save their people or die trying.
Hi, I'm Samuel, and welcome to Forbidden Issue 2, The Hunt, the third campaign, the biggest one yet, 32 pages of action and drama. We have guest artists, variant covers, homage covers, a graphic novel, Volume 1, you can collect the first 3 issues, a crossover pinup between Philip Russ's Tragedy and Forbidden, and so much more. Thank you for supporting this book that I've been working on for 20 years of my life. It is my passion project, and I am happy to share with you. Forbidden.
What's up, George? What's going on in the House of Craze tonight?
You already know what's up, man. We are doing another live episode with the fellas. Let's see if Jonathan shows up today. And we're going to be talking about Forbidden, man. We're going to be talking about Forbidden, the Kickstarter. Go pledge right now.
Yo, fellas! Boricua, let's get it!
We are the only show for independents all around, giving you a platform to spread your word all over town. Catch the Craze is the place to promote to your fans with the Dreamer, Medina, and Sam the Crazy Man. Subscribe to our show and never miss an episode. It's time to get your mans, listen to us on the go. Updated every week, we never miss a day. Join the squad, come on in. It's time to catch the Craze. If you are an independent, catch the Craze. Making moves on your own, catch the Craze. On your grind in the streets, catch the Craze. Join the movement, catch the Craze.
Yeah, George, we did it again. Come on now. You know you want to do it. Catch the Craze. Welcome to Catch the Craze Podcast. I am your host with the most, Sam the Crazy Man Vera, and I am with
George the Dreamer Medina. What's happening, Sam? Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of Catch the Craze. We are live once again. It is Wednesday night. This will re-air on Friday, and by Friday, we better have almost 2 G's.
Come on.
In that Kickstarter for Forbidden, baby.
Oh, yes, it's Wednesday night.
We are talking Forbidden today. But before we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button, comment.
Yes.
You know, all that fun stuff. Hit the bell so that you know when these lives are coming up. Big shout out to our main man, Michael San Martino, who's in the chat room already. Jonathan Syfax is back in the... Oh, you're in the chat room, Johnny. Johnny's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. When will he be back? That is the question.
I don't know. It's like the missing link.
When will he be back?
It's like, where is he?
It's the missing link.
Yes.
So, Sam, you got the locks out. They're free. Let my hair
bastard.
go.
Who let the locks out? yeah, that's the stress, bro. That's the stress of running 2 campaigns and a podcast and trying to sell my house in Jersey. That's the stress.
Listen, man. Your shit looks mad healthy, bro. Don't even try to tell us that your shit looks mad healthy. You look like you just put, what is that shit called?
Moisturize, conditioner?
You condition that shit. That shit looks like one of Aniba's pieces, bro. That shit is shiny, bro.
It's shiny.
That shit is shiny,
I was
kid.
like, that's it. Locks are coming out. I was like, I couldn't. I was like, I don't have the strength to put my hair in a bun. I was like, forget it. Forget it. I've been posted all day.
Johnny says, I will return.
It looks like Anibal drew my hair.
Yeah,
I was the
you're
model
right.
for his characters. What are you talking about?
Michael said it's like as if Anibal drew his hair. Word, that's what I'm saying. Speaking of Anibal
Oh, you
is,
crazy.
He's supposed to be
Anibal
here.
will be making an appearance today, hopefully sometime soon. I don't know
Yes.
if he's gonna be.
He might have
he's
taken a
probably
left
little
where he
late.
should have taken a right. It's Anibal. What do you expect?
But we're gonna be talking about Forbidden today. I have some questions. I need some answers. And if you guys have read issues 0 and 1, please, submit your questions in the chat. Let's talk to Sam about what this book is really about. What's going on in this book? Because you have we started out with some beef, right?
If there's
Father
beef, I
and son
knock out
problems.
teeth. Yes.
Sin had daddy issues. He's like, Dad, I want to go. I'm trying to be out. I want to know what's out there.
He's like Goonie
Father
Google.
was like, chill, bro, chill. You leave, you dead. You dead to me.
You dead.
Kid
D-E-D.
leaves. Kid leaves. He bounces, right? That's issue 0. He takes the plunge, literally, with his girl, right? He takes Arius with her. Arius, they go. And then in issue number 1, we find out that he survives the jump. Right? What's going on in there? What's going on in the chat?
It's
Yo, you
it's Sam Martini acting up. Martini. Sam Martini. I like that one.
You like all your jokes. What are you talking about? There isn't a joke you make you don't like.
I'm my biggest fan.
Does the book redeem those guards from issue? Yo, how sad was that, Mike? I mean, Mike really took a liking to those. Do they come back?
Oh,
I don't know.
They don't. Yeah, they ain't coming back. Those guys are done, son. They're done.
Yo, they were savagely murdered, bro. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, you got to pick up issue 0. Oh, issue 0 is on the new Kickstarter, right?
Yes.
They can actually pick up issue 0.
Yes.
They can pick it up. So what are you waiting for? Get out there.
You can get
It's
the
on-
collected edition and get the first 3 issues in one book.
Yo, bro. Okay, listen. No, as the young kids say nowadays, no cap, aka no lie, right? I picked up the graphic novel because I'm a fan. All right, I picked up the graphic novel, but I also did that because, and Jonathan, I think you'd appreciate that. I don't want to keep opening my single issues. Those things are closed, sealed. They're put away. So I picked up the graphic novel because whenever I feel like reading that book all over again, I'm gonna go into those pages and read that bad.
That's
boy.
how I
don't care
feel
the
about
graphic novel.
Infinity Gauntlet. I
That's
have the
it?
graphic novel, and
Wait,
once
you have
a
the
year.
single issues?
Yeah,
You have all the single issues of the Infinity Gauntlet?
yeah.
Oh, snap. Nice. See?
Back in the
That's how you
days
do it.
when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some
you're
days I wish I was a kid again. So I have that, but I always go every year and open up Infinity Gauntlet during Christmas.
Really?
It's one of those things that I'll just spend
Christmas?
during the December month. As I sit
Yeah.
down, I open up reading Infinity. I know it's not a holiday book, but
I was gonna say, I'm like,
I enjoy it
is
around
the
that
colorful
time.
Gauntlets, the colorful things that make you think of Christmas.
Yes, it's like a
What-
Christmas tree. Nah,
Ah,
but no,
got
I
you.
just enjoy it around that time. That's the one time a year I'll go take the book off the shelf and I'll read it for that week,
Yeah.
and I'll enjoy it, and then I'll put it back on the shelf, and then until next year. It's like a tradition I have.
Yo, Mike said he likes those guards like Sam likes Cliff.
Yo, Cliff. Yeah. Cliff is redeeming himself. He's redeeming himself. He pissed me off when he fell asleep. They just get. Yo, he didn't even fight, and they just got there, and they're like, "Who's gonna get first watch?" And he's over there. I'm like, yo.
For those that are lost as to what the hell we're talking about, Michael San Martino is a good friend of the show. He's actually on the show. He's got a book called Technogods. Technogods is a book that he created. He wrote it. And there's a character in the book called Cliff. Sam has a problem with Cliff. Find out what the problem
world
that
has a problem with
he
Cliff.
has with Cliff.
The team has a problem with Cliff. Everyone's building up Cliff. He's the man. He's the quarterback. He's the one who's going to take us to the game.
Oh, easy, Sam. Easy, bro. Easy. Your hair is getting out of control right now. You're losing the shine in the hair right now. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, check out What's in the Box, the What's in the Box episode that Sam has on the Technogods. It's in the channel, What's in the Box. He's got issues 1 and 2. Check that out. And go to technogods.com and pick up the book that Michael San Martino has, because that shit is hysterical. Yo, Jonathan says, oh, what's up, John? Coates? John is in the house. Jonathan says, George, you have just accented to a true comic fanboy collector. You make me proud right now. That's what I'm talking about, John. You see? John Coates is in the house. For those who don't know, Psycho, the Psycho. John Coates did the variant cover, and I don't know what I'm saying now. The variant cover for the new issue of Forbidden that is currently live on Kickstarter. Do you have it up on the screen, Sam?
Say that again.
Can't see on my
Yes, it's rotating right now.
All right, we rotating. Yeah, beautiful cover, very well done, John. Thank you so much for the work, bro. You did your
Did he
thing
meant to
with
say
that.
ascend?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because I was like accented. I was like, yo,
Ascended.
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but that don't make sense to me.
Michael's pimping his book. Buy my book. Definitely. Go to
Yes.
technicguys.com.
Yes.
Buy that book.
At a discount. When you meet Cliff, you're gonna want a discount.
Wow. Michael. Damn, bro.
10%. What are you gonna do?
This
But
dude is a savage.
there he goes. We're gonna bring in Mr. Arroyos Copoyos. He found us.
Bring him in.
Yeah, I
bring him
thought
in.
he got lost somewhere. Hold on, let me move this out the way before I bring him in. Let's get Mr. Arroyos Copoyos in this room. And let me move this up.
Oh, snap. Oh, he's having some mic issues. Oh, did you fix him? You fixed the mic? There he is. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay, good.
There you go. What up, kid?
Got this new mic here.
Oh, look at
It's
this.
been sitting on my desk for about 2 months now. I haven't had a chance to.
Wow, he's graduated.
Yeah, pretty good.
Aníbal Arroyo.
He got the
you see
mic
you-
and the glasses.
Aníbal, word,
Got
man.
the
Look, he got
peguelos.
hat to the back. What you got in the back there? What you got in the back?
He's got that elaborate splash, double page splash.
I was watching you guys on the laptop too, so I had to cut that out so I could listen and pay attention here. What'd you say, George? What I have here?
I said, what you got back there in the background
Oh,
there,
I'm
bro?
glad you asked.
What you got? What you got,
Let
homie?
me change the screen real quick.
This is gonna be a treat for whoever. All 3 viewers that are watching right now will get a special treat. All 3 of you.
Hey, we got 6, man. We got 6.
Damn. Oh, we doubled our followership. 6.
Double, baby.
Nice.
We double.
We growing. We growing.
Yo, I think I seen that in color. Somebody
Oh,
flat.
you may have. You may
Somebody
have.
flat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
Thanks to
flat
the
that.
talents of Mr. Michael Sammartino. Shout out to Big Mike.
I get exhausted just looking at that page.
Yo, dude, there's mad stuff in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in that page, eh?
Yeah.
Yo,
I was like, oh
word.
hell no, you can catch me drawing that stuff.
Yo, real quick, John's got a message. John Coates has a message for Michael. Michael, if it ain't got a psycho cover, ain't no one buying the book. Check it out, Michael.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
And Michael also said that Compollos, which is Aníbal, did cover number 2. So let's get it. So yeah, no, there's a lot of promotion going on over here. There's a lot of networking live. This is how you network, fellas. Everybody watching right now, this is how you network. This is networking at its best right now.
you're getting it live and in person. You can't complain.
That's it. That's
Front row
it.
seat.
You want to know how to network? This is how it's done. Let's network one more thing. So Aníbal is the artist on issues 0 and 1 of Forbidden.
Yes.
That's live right now on Kickstarter. So
Yes.
if you haven't pledged to that campaign, we need to do that. Because you know what it is? You've made your goal, Sam. Congratulations, my man. You made your goal in about
Good
14
stuff, man.
hours.
Good stuff. Yeah, buddy.
Right?
Gracias.
But now what's happening is,
Dead stop.
you know, it's you know, there's a little lull.
I was like, okay,
And
pasó.
the most annoying thing for me, bro, is that it's at $599. Where's that dollar? Why isn't it 600? What happened? Like, come on, man. I'm about to change my pledge and add $1 to it just to make it 600, bro. This is crazy. Come on,
I
fellas.
was like, what
Let's
the
get
hell?
this thing over 600 tonight.
said,
Let's do
what
it
is-
right now.
I said,
Off topic here. I actually have a question for you guys. I've been wondering about this for a while.
Uh-oh.
When is round 2 to that draw off thing, that sketch off thing? And I'm like, I'm not even in it. I'm wondering. I got eliminated round
that's
1.
a good-
I got
That's a good-
eliminated too, didn't I?
That's a good
All the
question.
Puerto Ricans got eliminated.
Yeah, that's right. Hated on the. They sent us back to the island to deal with the freaking blackouts.
It was done.
Johnny and I didn't want any controversies. Oh, they're doing it because they're Hispanic. They're keeping the Hispanics in. No.
Those
We're like,
deliberations were crazy. So these two guys were like looking at each other like,
Yo, yeah, man.
my God.
We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to fly out to Texas and do it from the from the show in Texas.
From
We're gonna do a
Texas.
Texas show. Yo, how much room is there? Room for like 2 people in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Getting a lot of love on here today. Yeah, we are, Michael. Thank you, man. That John says that dollar went to Michael. Oh, Mike, you stealing sales? That's what Michael comes on the show for. He comes over here.
Someone just
he
gave me $1.
Who gave you $1? What?
All right.
So I thought it was you, George. I thought it was you. Because
it
you made
wasn't
that
me.
joke about I'm going to put
Mike,
$1
that
to
was
make it an
probably
even.
But Mike already pledged. We got another backer for $1.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, you're funny.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. See, ask and you shall receive. Ask
Oh,
and you shall
shit.
receive.
Oh, that's Edgar. What's up, Edgar?
Oh, snap. Wait, you asked. Edgar's
You're
watching.
fired.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ching.
Cha-ching. Edgar, what's going on with your book, brother? You bringing out another one? Yo, what was the name of Edgar's book, Sam? Do you remember? Edgar Plasty?
Kaiju. Amerikaiju?
American Kaiju, right?
Amerikaiju.
Yeah, yeah.
See, I
for those who
know.
don't
I remember that stuff.
Yeah, you be remembering. You be remembering.
because the stuff is hot.
Michael said I went to go add that $1, but someone beat me to it. You guys are a bunch of jokesters. But anyway, let's talk about what we came to talk about today. I mean, we started already, but let's dive into it, Sam. I have questions.
See, I knew it was Amerikaiju. You know how to tell me.
Yeah, there you go. Amerikaiju. More fun coming up soon. So for those that don't know, Edgar Paston's got a book called Amerikaiju, and you guys can follow him on Instagram. It's on there, so check that out. Let's see, what are we talking about? Yo, so Forbidden, issue number 2, which is the 3rd book in the series. How much did that change from the original? We talked about this before, but
So remember, there was no original script for issue 2. There was
You never had a script for that one.
there was a plot, but the script wasn't written. 0 and 1 was completely written, and 2 was fleshed out, but it wasn't all the way completed. So when I went back to look at my plot and the history that I created, I realized that there was some I had questions about. Well, if this happened, then what happened here? And so it just evolved. So like the character that you're going to be introduced to in issue 2 came from that.
The character. Oh,
There's a character in issue 2 that's introduced into the book that you're going to see that came from when I went back after years of being separated from the book. I added him because there was a gap in the family inner circle that I needed to fill.
So that actually just prompted a question for me. So when I originally did the first, what was it, issue 0 and issue 1, right?
Yeah.
From what I'm understanding, you had those 2 issues already written. So what was I going to work on had I continued the project if you didn't have the rest of the scripts written?
I was writing the script, but then I got sidetracked with duty.
Oh yeah,
Duty killed Forbidden. Bro.
that's putting it mildly.
Yes. Yeah, I was right.
Sidetracked.
Yeah, so I got
He
sidetracked.
completely abandoned the project, folks. That's what happened.
You're fired.
Duty did that. Duty was that, you know.
Duty does what duty does.
Duty was started strutting its stuff, and all of a sudden this kid got,
Yeah.
So were you able to use some of what you had started
Yes.
writing back then? For
Yes,
this, for
yes.
this
The
new
only
iteration? Okay.
there was a point where when I was rereading it, I was like, wait, hold on, there's something missing here, and it just was natural. The name came in my head, and I was like, oh, he has to be in the story, and so that's when I started fleshing. And then as it went on, there are other characters that are introduced into the book and the story. In fact, when I decided to rewrite this, I didn't rewrite first issues 1 and 2, 0 and 1. When I decided to rewrite the direction it was going, it took a whole different turn based on the characters that I was introducing into the series. And I was like, well, this can only make sense if this happens. And it just led.
But not only that, I'm guessing obviously you grew and evolved as a writer. You got smarter. You had more life experience. So all of that obviously went into the new iteration of the story, right?
Yeah.
For me, I would think it's a little challenging to put yourself back in the mind state that you were in when you first created it. Because I've done the same thing. Like I've gone back to projects I've had like 20 years in the making, And that to me seems to be like to get in that zone, to get right back in those thoughts again. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how was your experience with that? You were able to just jump right in? Or?
No, it was definitely awkward when I went back.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
because I was being reintroduced to
Right.
the world again that I forgot about for 10 years. And so reading when I had to go back and read it several times. And so then I started taking notes when I was reading it and highlighting certain sections. Anything that had created a question mark for me, I highlighted, and I said I need to answer that, and it went from there. So I think that break was the best thing for the story.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because I absolutely love where it is and the way it ends, because it ends on it at the end of this saga. It ends where you as a reader can start telling your own story of what happens from that point on.
Okay. So you left it open for
Yes.
like interpretation
Yes.
in a sense, right?
Yes.
Now here's another question based on something I saw recently that one of you guys posted, or probably you, where there's this character in the center who I thought originally was Sin, but he's got a beard and he's got I'm like, that doesn't look like the Sin I remembered. Is that Sin or is that a new character?
Oh no, that's the new character that's being introduced. The one that John Coates did.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right in the middle. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was wondering at first glance, I really thought it was Sin. Then I saw the beard. I'm like, did Sin grow a beard? I don't
No,
know.
no, that's a new. That's the character I was talking about that's being
It's
introduced.
Sam. Sin is Sam. That's all. That's all. Sam looks like this. The character looks like that. That's what happened. It just goes with Sam.
Right.
Big shout out to Grant Lankard who just joined the show. What up, Grant? How you doing, my
What's
man?
up, buddy?
Yo, but okay. So real question, Sam, and tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. At any point, did you ever think to yourself, yo, I need to redo issue 1? Because something you wrote in the new revamped version didn't jive with the first issue. Did you at any point have anything like in your mind that said, fuck, I need to redo this one?
If the answer is yes to that, we'll still respect you in the morning. Okay.
No,
know that.
no. I felt that honestly, I felt when I read it.
The man won't crack, George.
He won't crack. He won't crack. He won't crack. He
He's
won't
sticking
crack.
to his story, man.
He's like, nope, no.
No,
did
I
not
felt
have
that they
to
were
mention that
strong.
woman.
I was very happy with the way I started it out. I just didn't feel I had a strong enough middle and end when I went back to reread it. So I felt that the first 2 issues was. I love that introduction. Issue 0, I love that introduction. It started off with conflict. The son's challenging his father. The father locks him up. The son, escapes with his lover, and they commit murder to escape to go to the surface. He doesn't even know what he's getting himself into. Issue 1, they get to the surface. He realizes she's gone. Where is Arius? They escape together. She's gone, and he's taken in by this strange old man. He runs away, to the city. And all of a sudden, because the Son of Rocks has risen, so now it alerted, Nacron. So now the forces are going after him. And he gets saved by Viejo. And, his body is having an adverse reaction to the sun. He goes into like a coma and he's sick. And so Viejo has to, help heal him and get him back to normal. And then issue 1, and then Desirat's caught in between father and son. So she has to figure out how to protect her people, because he just let the Dark Forces know that one of their own has gotten to the surface, and now they're in jeopardy. Their lives are in jeopardy. She has to try to save her son because her brother, because she knows that he's gonna lose his life if he goes up there. She's like, I can't allow that to happen, so she has to save him. And she also has to make sure that she doesn't make any mistakes and bring unnecessary attention to her people in the caverns. So there's a lot of conflict, and she can't do it by herself, so she needs help. And where does she turn to? And that's where you find out in issue number 2. You find out who she turns to, what happens to Sin, what's going on with David Hunter. It's pretty awesome.
So did the original, real quick, this just came up to my mind right now. Did the original story arc for Deseret or any character, did it change much from the way you envisioned it, or like the first time you thought of the story?
Deseret's whole journey changed.
Okay.
Yeah, her whole journey
Alright.
changed. George is like, yep, yeah, it
And that's why I asked. That's why I asked the question I asked, because it does change. It changes a lot. Like a lot of what happens later on.
Tell us how, George.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm I'm gonna have to tell you offline.
So you know that
Yo.
knock on the door? That's INS.
Yo, John says, "Whoa, you mean I drew Sam in his underwear on the variant cover?"
Under rules of fun too. Where?
in the loincloth. He's angry. He's angry. Yo, let me ask you a question about the villains. So, in issue number 1, right? Not 0, but issue number 1, we are introduced to this powerful, CEO or this powerful businessman, right? David Hunter.
Business mogul.
We're introduced to that guy, right? And we're introduced to his, I guess, his lackey, like his right hand man. And
Donovan
his name
Limbo.
Is, Donovan Limbo. Donovan. Where'd you get the name Donovan Limbo from? Where did that come from?
It just spoke to me.
Yeah.
All the names just came to me.
So Donovan Limbo. So now, in this book, and you show it in the previews in the campaign, Donovan Limbo isn't exactly a regular dude, right? That's the guy that. So just clarify that for everybody. So it's 2 different people: Donovan Limbo, David Hunter, and then this character we've been hearing about, Nokron or whatever. These are all 3 separate characters, right?
Yeah. So you got so Nokron is of the underworld, right? But his spirit inhabits the body of David Hunter. So he roams the surface of the earth in the body of David Hunter. The goal is to take over their world. Same thing with
David
Donovan Limbo. They're
Hunter's
demons.
possessed. He's
They're
possessed
demons.
by
Yeah.
this demon.
They're demons. Yeah. So and that's how they navigate on the surface.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. The evil is possessing, but Donovan Limbo isn't. He's already a demon.
He's a demon.
He's not human. He's the whole time.
No, they're able to manipulate the body. They know that who they are. They just in the form of these human bodies because that's how they have to covertly maneuver on the surface to do what they want to do is take over the globe.
Michael wants to know if Cyphex is coming on. That's a question we're all wondering.
We all want to know that, right?
Yeah.
We all want to know when will Cyphex make his comeback? We have no idea. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, Aniba, so how much, since you drew, Forbidden way back in the day, do you feel like you would have tried to redraw that book today?
Oh, absolutely.
You would have redrawn the whole thing.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. He's like,
I'm a believer in applying whatever you have gained in that moment for that moment at that time. You know what I mean? So I would definitely have, you know how I do. Even while I was doing the book, I was redoing panels the very next day if I didn't like the way they came out.
You know what I found?
There's no question. I was redoing pages, dude. There's no question of that. Hell yeah.
You know what I found, Anibal? I found
that?
the little booklets of the thumbnails.
Oh,
yes,
damn.
yes.
That's why I couldn't find them. You
Yeah,
had them.
yes.
This dude has mad stuff, bro. Like,
Wow.
he just can't. He's got.
I got his booklet.
somewhere.
I got the booklet thumbnails with Street Journal. Yeah. I just happened to be
son.
looking for something,
just
and I found it in a box. It was a box that some of the stuff got wet. So it's like got the wet stains and all that stuff from when the
Is
basement
that back
got.
when you lived in Union City?
Yeah.
Probably in the basement. Yeah. We
Yeah.
had the studio in the basement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm guessing. Here's my guess on that. Why you have all that stuff is because you were the only one with a scanner. So
Yes.
if I didn't feel like
Yes.
going to Staples or whatever, I brought the stuff physically to you so you could scan it.
Yes.
That's probably what it was.
Oh, it's
That's funny.
He's like, damn
Yeah,
it.
he's got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of
That
stuff
damn
in his
Sam.
possession. Bro. Yo, Sam, listen, that stuff's gonna show up in one of these campaigns. Do you know? And for those who are watching, if you haven't pledged yet, or if you've already pledged, Sam has posted the add-ons. Because now you can add stuff onto your campaign. You want to scroll that down, Sam? You want to
scroll down to the add-ons. I'm gonna move this.
Sam's got all
I
kinds
got a lot
of
of
stuff
add-ons.
on the
I'm gonna move
add-ons,
this.
bro.
Hold
That
on.
dude's can I tell you he's got a copy of the script? You can get a copy of Forbidden.
Issue 0.
A physical copy of Forbidden
Yes.
if you are interested as an add-on on the campaign.
Yeah, so I'm going down to the add-ons because this is a long page. So here are the add-ons. I mean, there's 23 add-ons at checkout, bro. So you can get every issue. So there were 3 covers for issue 0, plus there was the sketchbook blank cover where you can get a commission done, and there was the sketchbook cover, sketch cover by Anibal. So there was 5 in the first campaign. Then there was 5 in the second campaign. So you had the Anibal cover with Sin in the front, and then you had the gold variant cover that I did. Then you had the Anibal sketch cover. Then you had the Forbidden Homage cover available, which comes with a certificate of authenticity. That's the homage to Doctor Strange. And then you had the Sin and Viejo cover, which was a first day bundle, and you weren't able to get that after that first day, but now you can get it here.
Look at that shit. That's a long ass list right there.
Yeah, you got
bro.
the sketchbook. You got the pinups. You got the stickers.
You got fucking Sam's underwear is in there.
You got a black and white print of the issue 1 cover by Anibal.
Look at that shit.
And you also can get the script of issue 0, which is pretty dope. And if we get to 50 backers, everybody will get a digital copy of this pinup that's right on the screen with David Hunter and the Creepers. And if we get to 75 backers, this piece I did, it's a crossover for Philip Russ's Tragedy and Forbidden. So that's Deseret on the cover with Tragedy kneeling in front of her, and there's the 2 villains, the Creeper and his villain for his book. He's already broke the 75 backer goal, so his backers will get that piece.
Hold on, Sam. When Sam gets into these goals,
it's over.
He just keeps going. He doesn't even breathe. Look at him.
I'm a track star. Like,
he's like, he's like, the prices are insane. Like, he's just crazy Eddie when he gets into this shit.
I really like that cross promotion you guys did there. That was pretty brilliant.
With Philip?
With that
Tragedy,
that crossover pinup thing. Yeah, that was a good idea.
Yeah, he hit me up.
Those are nice.
Yeah, he hit me up and he was like, he goes, we launched on the same day. Do you think we should do a crossover? And I said, sure. I said, I can do the pinup, but you have to get somebody to color it. And he's like, yeah, sure, I got it. And so I took his characters. I said, all right. And I drew it in my style and sent it over. And I love the way they colored it. I mean, it looks amazing.
Yeah,
right?
The colors look really good.
Yeah, they're really nice.
It makes me look professional.
Does John Coates is his cover one of the add-ons?
Yeah, yes. It's not an add-on because it's already for sale.
It is one of the pledges.
Yeah.
Yeah, who colored that?
That was the same colors that I use for Cast of Crazy's covers.
They're from what's their
Philippines.
You know their name off the top? Oh, they're the
I gotta remember the name. It's from the Philippines. She's done already 7 covers for me.
Yeah, big shout out.
Yeah, and So then, if we get 100 backers, you'll get the physical prints of both the crossover and the David Hunter and the Creepers that I did. And you know that print that cover of David Hunter and the Creepers, Anibal, I did that back in the days.
No kidding.
Yes.
You just got it colored now?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Nothing goes to waste, huh?
Nothing goes to waste. No, not when you're a brokepreneur. You're like, oh hell no.
Hey, real quick. Speaking of crossovers, I bet you guys didn't know that Viejo actually crosses over into the Technical.
Yeah, I know.
That's him on the cover.
Yes, he is the bad clone version of Viejo.
I saw the video you made the other day talking about.
You was
as I was drawing him, I was like, I can't help but think of Viejo, and this is the design of the character. I know Sam's gonna notice this, but yeah, whatever, man. That's the name of the game, man.
I was like, yo, he's a ripoff of Viejo. Viejo will kick his ass.
Yeah, listen,
this guy's younger though. This
yo,
guy's
but
like a Chuck Norris.
Yo, if you see you see Viejo in these
Norris.
fight scenes in this next in the Forbidden, the upcoming episode.
Tell us about it, Sam.
Nah, I can't. Yo, he's no joke, man.
Yo,
He's no joke.
I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm not. I can't. But Viejo, you're gonna find out something about Viejo in this issue. Issue number 2.
Does Viejo have like an actual name? Do we ever get like that reveal? Like,
No,
you know what I mean?
stop acting up.
Juan, Pepe.
I'm gonna give you a Jose Juan Pepe.
Yeah, you gotta pick up issue
have a
3,
name?
bro. You gotta pick up issue 3.
all right,
You
okay.
gotta
Yeah,
pick up
issue 2.
Issue two.
Issue
Okay.
2.
He's a curious character. I want to know more about him.
Oh yes, he has a fantastic history. Yes.
Oh, snap.
But he's one of my favorite characters.
But in fairness to Cliff, if you guys read issue number 1 of Forbidden, Viejo got caught sleeping. That's how Sin got away, bro. That's how Sin got away.
There was no threat at the
Sin not
time.
get away when he was sleeping.
There was no threat at the
Viejo not
time.
sleeping?
Remember drawing that scene? Yeah.
It was
We got you,
siesta.
Mike. We got you.
It was siesta after comida, right? So they had a
So
nice
if
meal.
both characters can stay awake long enough, we can really find out who could win, right?
Now I have to defend Cliff. Oh shit! I kick his
My man
ass.
got caught sleeping.
So remember,
I'm
there was
just
no
saying.
conflict. Cliff
just saying.
conveniently fainted when the
Yo,
enemy approached. He's like, oh,
Bro, he slept on Sin. He let him go. The man who's supposed to save the world got away because Viejo fell asleep. I mean, come on, bro.
they were both sleeping. He got up in the middle of the night. There was no threat. He was like, all right. But wait, hold on. But who saved Sin?
Yes.
Who saved him?
Oh.
Who saved
well,
Cliff?
In that Sin?
Yeah, so
I mean,
who-
in that scene on the
Yes,
roof or whatever?
yes. Who saved him? But who saved Cliff?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know, Mike. You got
Yes.
Mike. This is all we got.
You chime in,
Michael,
Mike. Come on in,
Michael.
Mike.
Michael, we trying to help you out, but we don't know the story.
He
You gotta know the story.
He
you know
got
what I mean?
he got saved. He's
Yo,
supposed to be the
Michael-
Messiah.
Michael, right now, I don't know if you've written issue number 3, 4, and 5, but he's making Cliff a badass in the next few books. that character is gonna be freaking incredible in the next few books, man.
Shit, there's a war coming. Everybody's exhausted from a long hike in a battle, and then they're like, "Oh, who gets first watch?" Cliff's like,
Oh,
I gotta say, it's looking bad for Cliff over here, buddy.
looking pretty
At least
bad.
Viejo, it was nighttime. You know, what I'm saying, there's a bed right there. It's nice and cozy. You know what I'm saying? My man is snoozing in the middle of like the apocalypse.
yeah, yo, Mike said, yo, Mike
"This
said,
got
yo, you don't
herpes
even
coming
know.
at him." I was like,
Hold up,
"Yo."
Michael says, yo, you don't even know. Rewrites. Oh, snap. Oh,
shit.
man. Good times. Nah, but everybody, pick up that book, man. Technogods is a good book. Really good book.
It
It's
is a good
read.
book. I enjoyed
It's
it.
a
I'm
good
looking
read.
forward to see what happens next. I
Yeah,
mean,
all jokes aside.
you know, the girls are no joke.
Yeah, no, it's a really good book. You know, it's I mean, and even in Forbidden, for example, like the female characters are very strong
Yeah.
in both books. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Like these are warriors, bro. Like not playing around, and there's more surprises coming.
And a lot
So-
of it has to do with the fact that I had a lot of strong women in my family. Like
Yeah.
I was raised by a lot of women, so they were always the rock in the family, you know. And so, and I think that's where a lot of the influence comes from. I'm naturally experienced that, so it just comes out easier in the books.
Yeah, you know, and it's something that we talked about it even the last live episode when we were doing the not the last one, but when we were doing the when the other campaign came out, and we were talking about how she is a very strong female lead, you know, and in a world where men are supposed to be the strong ones, right?
Yeah.
In that story, in that world, that's what they are, and she defies the odds in that sense.
Yeah,
She's not,
and her mother's not
she's
there.
not the damsel in distress, I guess is what we're trying to say in that case. At first I thought that was his love interest. Like when I didn't know anything about the story,
Mhm.
I thought Desiree was his love. I didn't realize that was his sister.
Well, that's because the way anybody drew her, she was extremely sexy.
How did you envision her, Sam? Like did she look that way? Or
Yeah. I sent him my original ones. I mean, he just made mine look like a 2-year-old that drew it. Yeah, so I gave him my.
I based it on what he like the raw design that
Yeah.
he had. You know, like I really didn't change.
He
too
just
much
took it to a
around,
whole
like,
new level when he
the
did it.
costume that he had designed. I used pretty much all the elements he had within.
Fucking guy came on with Vidal Sassoon hairspray and the hair was
Hey, man,
flowing.
I was the guy, especially back then, known for drawing the chicks. Like I just knew that always got my artwork attention, so that's what I focused on.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
look at that. I was like, oh, jeez.
But even looking behind you, looking at that page, you still like to draw the females, the female anatomy.
With certain
Hannibal.
types of stories, like the audience that I'm gunning for, I know my audience. and
hips
I
don't
know this is
lie.
what they want to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm giving it to them. I'm including something like that in every page. And when I say something like that, I mean like some kind of crazy muscular creature, something in your face, or sex basically, because I know the audience that I'm marketing it towards.
Yeah.
So that's the reason for that. But yeah, man, I still do enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
After all these years.
He's like, draw what you know, bro. Draw what you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
What you
that's
love,
what
draw
that's
what you
you've
love.
been.
Yeah.
Draw what you love.
I like the ladies. Mujeres.
I like the thick ladies, and that's a good thick. There's nothing that's nothing bad about that.
No.
Jonathan says one day I will return, and when I do, it will be from Tahiti with me drinking a midi drink in a loincloth.
A Mai Tai. He's trying to say Mai Tai.
John, keep the loincloth. You know what I mean? Like,
How do we go from talking about sexy chicks to
Bro.
Jonathan loincloth?
Jonathan's on the beat singing Wiggle Lit. Just
bro, come back wearing 90s baggy ass jeans, bro. Like, there's no need for the loincloth, dog.
oh, good Lord.
Yo, but John's been wanting to be Shaku for years, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For years he's been wanting to be Shaku in the in the book. I remember when you told us Shaku was in the book, and he wasn't even in the book yet. We were like, "What? Yo, when's he coming? When's Shaku coming? When we gonna see
He's like, are you
Shaku?"
sure he's in the book? Which book? He's coming. He's not. He's coming. You'll see. But yo, and he has a major role. Major role.
Yeah, no.
And he doesn't.
does.
You know, he comes. He brings it. You know.
Wow.
Now I just thought of something that I had told you guys about during one of the other campaigns regarding Shaku and his representation and the cultural representation within the story. This is just general statement. Anybody that's watching this that may have had an issue with that or whatever, this is what I was talking about when I told you there's more of him in the story. His representation is, and I haven't seen this, but you just heard it just now. He's represented, the culture is represented, and yeah, so that's covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in a big way, and I mean, it's gonna be it plays a big role in the next campaign. There's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be pinups, stickers of Shaku. It's gonna be because he plays a huge role. So there's some major characters that are coming out that we'll see who becomes a fan favorite.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping we get to that point. That's why I want to get to 100 backers.
That's definitely one of those characters I wish I had more. I wish I had drawn more. I think I did him like once or twice during the design stages or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's such a cool looking character. Cool design.
Michael is asking, are we bringing Compollos back for future issues of Forbidden?
That guy's working.
Question,
That
right?
guy's working on this project. That
Big question.
I know. I know.
At this point.
I know.
Well, I will say this: the book is finished. So
The book is finished.
Unless
Unless
he
he does a pinup or something. Yeah.
Unless Anibal does like a
The second arc?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I never
something
like
else.
to just say, no, and definitely no, and just put a period on stuff. I'm always open to possibilities in the future. So yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonathan saying Sam is like Hoover. He has dirt on everyone.
You know, right?
I was like,
I do. That's a, yeah.
I do. I do.
I do.
You got a lot of our old stuff, man.
I got everything. I got
Yeah,
everything.
you got a lot of our
I
old
got
stuff.
that first comic that you showed me at SVA.
Yeah, I got copies of that shit too.
Yeah.
I have the original cover that I did for Disneyland in my toilet, issue number 1. I got that, and the one that I did, I think it was
Yeah,
issue
and I have
3,
a couple
right?
of pages, original pages of Russ.
Fast Flush or whatever it is.
I have the one that
I
I
got all
inked.
the original artwork George did for Street Journal.
Yeah, damn.
I got all the comic book
son.
boards. I don't know how I got them, but I got them. They made it into my hands somehow.
I think we might have given that to you. Be like, yo,
Maybe,
this is kind of
right?
what we're working
As
on.
reference is nothing. I don't remember.
You know what's crazy about the Street Journal is that, and the Street Journal, for those that don't know, is a book that Jonathan wrote. That Anibal,
Jonathan Syphax, yeah.
yeah, Jonathan Syphax wrote. Street Journal, and a lot of the pages that Anibal drew for that book, he didn't even see the pages that I had done before he did them.
Yeah.
And they look almost identical, bro, just in your style, like the way they were laid out and everything.
That's an attestment to how tight the writing was, though, right? There,
Yeah.
You can't veer too far off if the
Right.
writing is that tight. You're gonna see exactly what's on that page, no matter who you are reading it. So if there's no interpretation. You're drawing what's written because that's how tightly it's written. So
Yeah,
that's an attestment to the writing.
Yeah, no, big time. The and
time.
then Michael said, "How's Wonder Duck doing?" Wonder Duck, yo, bro, Wonder Duck. Next year, I will be putting out a landing page or a pre-launch page soon. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that book is coming along, man. I got some covers are being colored by Mr. Victor Claudio. and
Yes.
Joe Holly, my our friend Joe Holly, he's got a cover that he did for me. So stay tuned for that. Victor Claudio is doing big things, bro. His coloring is insane, and he's got a book. He's got a story called
Project,
what is it? The Masked
Children.
Children,
Yes.
bro.
Insane idea,
Crazy.
insane visuals. I want more. I want to know
Yeah.
more about that stuff.
Yeah. Go to Twitter, follow the Masked Children, and if you are on what is that? What is it? Concord.
Discord.
Discord. Yeah,
My
go to
son's on that.
Discord.
Yeah,
I'm an
Discord.
old ass dude. I'm a Concord.
same here.
Go to Concord. Go to Discord. Go to Discord. And
Concord.
check
They don't
check
even.
that out.
They're not even around anymore.
Yeah. Yo, but that Masked Children joint is crazy,
Oh,
bro.
Man, it's insane, dude.
It really is. It
Amazing,
really
yeah.
is. It's like, what is it? These kids get murdered in the town or something like that, and their ghosts come back to haunt everybody or something like that.
Yeah, it's like
It's-
a miniature kid version of like Michael Myers or like the
Yeah,
slasher, serial
right.
killer type of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's kind of cool,
crazy.
man. It's cool, yeah. So a lot of talent, man. We've been fortunate to work and be around a lot of, and that's the thing that keeps us going, right? I think we need each other to keep us going.
Absolutely.
We need that.
Man, yeah,
we need
you
to
gotta say
be,
that all the time, man.
all around each other. It's tough right now because John, like Anibal, I used to talk to Anibal, from time to time from work and stuff like that, and now you can't even chat.
Talk is
during the day.
different now. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it, but yeah, it's a little bit different now. It's a little challenging to get that, everyday conversation. But these moments, definitely keep it going.
Yes, yeah, man. So if you guys have people that that are creative, and talk to these people every day, man. It'll keep you going. Because I know Sam. Some days I call Sam. Sam's like, today
I'm quitting. I'm quitting.
I'm quitting
man.
right now. This
Today
is
was
it.
one of those days.
It happens.
I was ready to call up retailers. I was like, "Yo, you looking for an executive? I'm out.
Yeah.
Get my suit out of the damn thing. Fuck, get this brokepreneur crap. This is
Yep.
driving me nuts." I was like,
I just had a conversation with one of my professors yesterday along the same lines where, I feel you, you know what I'm saying? And I needed to hear certain things at that moment in order to get my mind right. You know what I mean? It happens, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you have those. What am I doing? This for
Yeah,
moments.
exactly. Right.
Yeah.
What am I doing? This
was it
for?
Jer's in the house?
Who's that? Who's in the house?
Is it Jer?
Oh yeah, Jerry.
What's
What's
up?
up, Jerry? How you doing, my man?
Man.
Another
Dude,
talented.
we were just saying,
writer,
like,
artist.
these are the people that I draw from sometimes, like,
Yeah.
for that creative energy. Jerry's definitely one of those guys right there.
Yeah,
Jerry
dude,
Winsborough.
yeah.
Check him out.
Yo, we got a request from Michael San Martino, always making these demands. They're not even requests, they're demands, bro.
I know.
He's like, roll the trailer for Forbidden. Damn, dog. Like, he's just tired of hearing us
That
talk.
means he's tired of hearing us. He don't want to hear us talking
He's
anymore.
tired of hearing us talk, yo.
We bore you, Michael.
Yo, we may have to give the people what they want, bro.
Go ahead, roll it.
Let's roll the trailer. Here's the trailer to Forbidden.
He challenged his father because of a curse on his people, betraying his family in search of the truth, awakening the evil behind the curse. Now they must race to save their people or die trying.
Hi, I'm Samuel, and welcome to Forbidden Issue 2 The Hunt, the third campaign, the biggest one yet, 32 pages of action and drama. We have guest artists, variant covers, homage covers, a graphic novel, Volume 1, you can collect the first 3 issues, a crossover pinup between Philip Russ's Tragedy and Forbidden, and so much more. Thank you for supporting this book that I've been working on for 20 years of my life. It is my passion project, and I am happy to share with you. Forbidden.
Unmute your mics. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, how long? That trailer seemed a little longer than before.
Yeah, because I remember this the second narration part.
Oh, you added
That's
yourself.
the extended director's cut.
Yes.
Yo, Jerry said thank
Samuel
you.
cut.
Jerry says thank you guys. Yeah, nah, for real, man. And then
You are the man, Jerry. That's
yo,
all I
for
gotta
real.
say, bro.
and then John says roll the trailer for Technogods.
Yo, Cliff is sleeping.
Yeah. Michael San Martino says I need a trailer.
Mike, come up with that elevator pitch though. We still don't know what we're talking about.
The very cut.
Ever since I've known him, I still don't know what to tell people when they ask me what it's about.
Yo, when we asked him that question on there, I'm sure Anibal was like this. Oh shit, I'm gonna get it right now. I'm gonna get the elevator.
Right.
Did it happen?
No, he got stumped. I stumped him. Mr. Wisecracking jokes. He's like, oh, elevator?
They went political, man. They dodged the question.
Yes.
They turned into something else.
Yes.
Oh snap! That shit was great.
He's like, yo, I don't like your questions.
Man. Yo, but real quick, talking about Jerry, bro, that book that he's got right now, the Seek. Dude, you guys got to pick that shit up.
Amazing,
Seek
man.
is great, bro.
Yes.
Seek is great, and he's got some a couple of Kickstarters coming out in a few. I guess in a few months, I want to say, Jerry, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, definitely check that out because Jerry's doing his thing. But that's the
For all
type
the
of shit, man.
George Medina fans, he will be making an appearance in one of those books Jerry's doing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's
in
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm jealous. I want to do the same thing. Jerry, look me up, buddy. I'm
Bro.
ready for my photo shoot.
Yes, that photo shoot was dope. Yo, so for those that don't know, Jerry Winsborough, right? He does his photorealistic comics. But they're not. It's not like stiff photorealistic. He adds a little flair to them.
Yeah.
And so he does photo shoots. So like he literally
Legit
takes a person,
photo shoots,
says, "Yo, dude, I
On
need
location.
you to, I need you to do this in this scene. You're doing this. It's like acting, bro.
Yeah.
But it's like stop motion acting.
Right.
So he's like, all right, you got the gun here. You're shooting at these things up in the air, and we're doing. It was so much fun, dude. He's got the
Ready, Jerry? I'm ready.
He's got the gear and all that other stuff. So yeah, man. So it's gonna be fun. But
What book are you actually in? Are you in Seek or because he's got like multiple titles? He's working on,
I'm
like
in
six different titles.
Seek. I'm in Seek, but I'm like, I'm
Down the
further
line?
down the road. I'm
Okay,
further down the
okay.
road.
All right.
Yeah, further. So make sure you finish it.
Yeah.
You gotta finish,
Yeah.
Jerry. You can't give up, bro. I gotta see myself in your book. The dialogue, yo, bro, and the story, and that's not just the artwork. Because this man does everything.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The story, dude, is so it really is good. I mean, this is Seek, yeah.
He said sec.
Yeah, Jerry's an awesome artist. Yeah, John says Jerry's an awesome artist. He really is, bro. He really is.
Yes,
But,
fantastic. In fact, I have a list of stuff that I have to feature on What's in the Box. Did I do the Seeker yet? I didn't do it yet, right?
No, I don't think you did.
No, that's on my list.
Yeah,
It's on my
yeah,
roster.
I don't think you did. Yeah. No, go check that stuff out. Yeah. He's working on stuff now. Yeah, he always is. Jerry's always working, bro. He's burning that midnight oil.
He's a machine, man.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, bro, but yeah, no, good stuff, man. So for those who don't know, follow Jerry Winsborough. His handle on Instagram is Pyramid Graphic Novels. So look that up and give him a follow. Check out his stuff. And when the new Kickstarter comes out, you're gonna have to come talk to us about that, all right, Jerry? So roll the Seek trailer. John's feeling good today. John's back. Everybody's back. But you know what you guys need to do? You guys need to go to Kickstarter and pledge to Forbidden. Forbidden is still out there.
Prohibido.
Thank you. Yeah, for Prohibido.
I didn't even add that as an add-on, the Spanish version. I did not.
Oh, yeah. You gave up on the Spanish version.
Yeah, because that nobody pledged to the Spanish version in issue 0, so I said, you know what? I'm not putting it out anymore.
That's it.
Release
No
the
mas.
Krakens.
No mas.
Yes.
Yo, Jerry says the wife's gonna leave me. Oh snap! Yeah, man, it's a lot of patience. Release all of the trailers. Yo, Mike, you got to do your Technogods trailer, man. You definitely do. Yo, Sam. Okay, so I was gonna ask you this, Sam, because one of the tiers on the Kickstarter, and even in the and let's not forget Indiegogo. We talk about Kickstarter. This thing is also on Indiegogo. So if you guys aren't about that Kickstarter life and you need your stuff on Indiegogo, Indiegogo also has the same campaign.
Same exact campaign.
Go to Indiegogo. It's the same
Right here at
exact
the screen.
campaign.
We're at
Yeah, there
17%. Indiegogo's always been the slower one of the two.
No, Indiegogo's tough, bro.
But yeah, so everything you can get on Kickstarter, you can get on Indiegogo.
Yeah. So check that out. And I don't know. So I know you're doing commissions,
Yes.
right? And I bring this up because Michael San Martino just reminded me of the covers and all that other stuff. So tell us about the commission tier on your campaigns. What are you doing with the commissions?
Yes. Michael hires Sam to do voiceover. There's a digital tier. You can get a cover, up to 3 characters, black and white, digitally delivered. You get the thumbnails, you approve the thumbnails, you get 2 revisions to the thumbnails, and then you get the final. And it's just delivered in line art, high res, either TIFF, PSD, whatever you want. Then there's
is this of whatever character or whatever they request?
whatever if they wanted their characters up to 3 characters. If they wanted to have a physical 11 by 17, then that's a lot more expensive. So you'll get
money.
Yes, you get 11 by 17. So the digital is $100, but the physical is $350. Okay, and so you can get that again. The same thing. You'll get the thumbnails, and then you get 2 revisions, and then you get the final black and white. I don't do color.
Okay, all right, there you go. So for those
And
who are,
the question came up to me from someone who's wanting to get one of the services was, would I do erotic porn? And yes,
I heard about that.
yes. So I was like, look, it's not my forte, but I'll do it. Same premise. It's
saying though. I'm saying.
he's like, you know you ain't got time for that.
I was like,
I'm teasing, man. I'm teasing.
I'm gonna.
I can't do it. Even if I wanted to, I just can't. I'm swamped.
I'm gonna have to go to confession, but it's like, and they were very explicit. And I was like, oh, good lord. I was like, all right, what? I said, look, same
I
thing.
want this chick doing this.
Yes.
Her knees, her mouth gotta be.
So
Damn,
yes, so as long as it's not
That's
like
funny.
some crazy stuff, I'm fine with
funny.
it. But yeah. So yeah, there's 2. You have 2
So
options.
you're gonna do it or no?
Yeah, I already said. So I'm just waiting
Okay.
for. I'm just waiting for the.
Yeah, that was my question. So my text to Sam, I'm like, that dude was getting off those those half naked chicks. You got to be kidding me. And Sam goes, yeah. So now I have to draw porn. I'm going to hell. I thought he was gonna take a stand. I'm not doing it. I am not drawing that shit. He's like, yeah. So now I got to draw porn.
I guess I'm drawing porn now.
I guess I'm going drawing porn. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like life comes full circle, because I remember years ago, back in the early days, a guy was trying to convince me to do porn. But everything he wanted bigger. Everything he wanted.
History, man. We don't know, bro. We
Sam's
don't know.
focused.
His history is deep, man.
Yeah, Sam's focused though. He's like he just deflects. He's like yo, okay. He said
He got
that,
a
but
history,
I'm
bro.
gonna move. I'm gonna focus on my story.
I'm gonna keep
going with
talking
my
straight
story.
through the question. Maybe they won't notice. They won't keep asking me if I stay focused.
That's it right there. He's
So
a
did you do porn or not, dog?
Huh? Oh, did I do?
I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Holy shit.
Good thing good thing you guys don't know Vanilla's real name. That's good.
Wow. Yo.
He's like, what is he talking about?
Damn.
Yeah, that's funny stuff.
Real quick, just back to the chat. Michael says, just pledged to both campaigns, which Michael San Martino did. Michael
Yes.
literally pledged to both campaigns. So big shout out to you, my man. You
Michael
are
is
fucking
order, man.
awesome, bro.
Yeah, so
He
basically,
pledged
yes.
to both.
So on Kickstarter, this tier was the first day bundle, the Psycho bundle that we call the Psycho Special. It's no longer available. It ended at 24 hours, but it's a feature bundle on Indiegogo, so you can get it throughout the whole campaign on Indiegogo. On Kickstarter, it was only available, and that's the only time you'll be able to get those 3 things together, which is the pinup, the sticker, and the book, all with John's art. So it's a featured bundle on Indiegogo, which is why. So if anybody wanted that bundle, they'd have to go to Indiegogo to get it now.
There you go. So it's still there. It's still there. Mike also says, I spent, because Michael says, because John Coates said, Michael, hire Sam to do the voiceover on the Technigots trailer. And Michael said, I spent all my money on his books. I can't afford his voice. Oh, snap.
Wise guy, eh?
Can't afford the voice, bro. Can't afford the voice. Oh, shit. I ain't messing around, George. It's a serious operation. Yes, he is not messing around, bro. He's not messing around. But yeah, nah, dude, that's yeah, so it's on both platforms. You know, it's weird. We did campaigns in Indiegogo back in the days. Remember that, Anibal?
We did
and,
too,
and
yeah.
we did too, and they were all right. I mean,
We did.
it was
we, you know,
it was a
we made
hustle.
Okay, yeah, you know, it was like
But but
Another-
stuff's yeah.
Another full-time job on the side.
Yeah.
but-
But stuff's changed, bro.
Yeah.
Now it's really hard to get anybody to pledge on the Indiegogo campaign.
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts, man.
right?
Yeah, well, especially if you're not a well-known and
That's true.
established, and you don't have a litany of famous
But
artists.
that's such a contradiction, though, right? When you think about it, because it's made for the people who are like unknown, supposedly, right?
Right.
It was-
Indigo, it's in the title. You know?
Yeah, Indiegogo.
It was made for
right?
that way, but if you look at all
That's
the big names have
crazy.
taken over.
Of course, yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what's that's what it turned into. But
Yeah.
initially, it started out as that.
Indiegogo, that's right. Yeah,
Right,
it's for the
crazy.
indies, man. Indiegogo. Go get it. But yeah, it's because
Hey,
of
what's up,
Comicsgate.
Krista? Have a long time no here.
Oh,
Wow!
Crystal is
Holy
back.
crap!
Chris,
Oh,
I
she,
got you.
no, but she's.
Please
What happened?
pick up my copies.
he was
Whenever I
saving
hear
that.
Crystal, I think of her and the hustle. You know, she
He
reminds me.
was
She
saving
reminds
that.
me.
Nice.
She's
You
been
guys- you guys set
gaming.
this
She's
up.
been
Little
gaming
Steve's
on
closet.
Twitch.
Yo, you guys set this up, man. You guys set this up. She said, "Yo, Adiva, you gonna be on tonight? I'm gonna stop by real quick."
Conspiracy.
She goes, just stepping in for 20 seconds to say,
That's all
George,
I
it is
need."
time for bed.
Oh, old man George.
Thanks, Crystal. Appreciate it. We've missed you. A crystal sighting. Holy cow, that's crazy.
I know,
no,
right?
she's been doing her gaming thing, man. She's
Yeah,
been doing
she's
her
become
gaming
a
thing.
Twitch superstar.
Yeah. My partner. Yeah, nah, she left you hanging, son.
Yeah.
She left you hanging. But yo, no, for real though, you guys got to pick up that little Steve's Closet, man. Let's not glaze over that real quick.
Dark Fire Press.
Darkfire Press,
Make
getting
your
that
orders now, people.
getting that distribution,
That's
getting
it,
that
buddy, that's it.
distribution. Hopefully that'll be in a store soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very soon, hopefully.
Yeah. Michael, are you at work? I don't know. I don't think Mike works, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Mike is always on here. Oh shoot, what's
Gotta
your
work
Twitch?
to make all those pledges, man. Gotta make that money.
Yeah, you got to make that money, baby. Got to make that money. But yeah, fellas. So what else we got? We got the Forbidden is on Kickstarter. You know, make sure you get that. right?
Yes, because
We
you get,
talked
and you
about-
also get the, not only just the 32 pages, which is amazing art by Prime Santra. If you haven't seen, there's 8 pages, sample pages, and he did a fantastic job on these pages. And then Barbara Soroji did an amazing job with the colors, just complimented it, and and Prime Santra has bodacious girls. They all look like what's the name? She was on Star Wars. Karina, what's the name? Gina Carano. They
Gina
have her
Carano,
body.
yeah.
They're built like her.
Yeah. That's true.
But he did a fantastic job with it. And again, it's 32 pages, and you really get a good insight into all the characters that are coming in and David Hunter's motives. And you also, if you missed issue 0 and 1 and you don't want to get the floppies, you can get the collected edition. If you don't want to get the physical of anything, you can still get them all digitally. So it's there's something for everybody. You're international. I only shipping to Canada and Puerto Rico. So anywhere else, if you want it, you can get it digitally. So you can get it all 3 issues as a digital. Or you can get the collected as a digital. So there's something for everybody. And, I like, the last Forbidden campaign, issue 1, we did 50 backers. I'd like to double that on this one. So, and that's the goal. How do we get to 100 backers? And we are now 3 days in, and we're at 19. So the goal is just to push to that 100.
I got another question that just popped in my head. So if someone were to pick up issue, which one is the one that's out now for
2.
the campaign? 2?
Mhm.
Right. Okay. Say that was their starting point to get into the story. Do you provide like a little bit of a background as to what happened previously to catch them up on if they don't have those previous issues in that issue coming out
No.
at all?
No.
No. Okay. There's a reason why I asked that, and this is the conversation me and George had the other day over the phone. That was one of the complaints my son had about some of the comics that I have here in my in the studio.
So he didn't like
When he picks stuff
previously
up,
on
he
Spider-Man.
would just pick up something. It would just be like they're in the middle of a fight or whatever, and it's just a random thing. He doesn't know what happened previously because there's no setup letting you know previously, this, that, and the other. So that was one of the complaints he had in regards to the question of why, kids don't collect comics or whatever. That made me think. So like I had asked that.
That's a
You know
good
what I mean?
question.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. On
That is
the-
a good
and-
question. I mean,
on the-
remember the book hasn't been printed. Doesn't mean I can't do it.
No, that's why I said it. I'm like, maybe this will. If you don't have it, you know what I mean? That's so.
on my campaign for Wonder Duck, I did that like that previously on Wonder Duck. Like I did that. The first 2 pages of the book
Yeah.
are just a real
Right.
quick recap of what happened in the
Right.
graphic novel.
Yeah.
In case you don't have the graphic novel,
Exactly.
So I did that on the first 2 pages, just
Yeah.
previously on.
And it's
which
such a simple thing that you don't think
Yeah.
about because
Yeah.
think about when you're watching episodic
Yeah.
television series or whatever, they give you
That's why I
last
did
week
it.
on such and such. It
Yeah.
makes sense. So if we're thinking, and I've heard we all do it, the Freudian slip when we talk about our project, in the series, it would be in the next episode. So we're already thinking episodic. So why not include it and already make it as if it was episodic?
Yeah,
you
because
know?
I do it on the Crazy Nintendo Less.
Yeah, the comic books we used to pick up, they used to do it though. Like like
Right.
not like a full,
I mean,
but like like as a result of a
there's only really so
experiment.
much you can do in
Yeah,
terms of
in a
that
comic.
with like ongoing mainstream. You're not
Exactly.
gonna go back 100
Yeah,
issues and recap
exactly.
every. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
impossible. So when you get in at this point as a kid, you're not gonna know the history unless you do the collection of the back issues. So
Yeah.
you can only. But for us, it's a thing because we're fresh, we're new. It's just brand new stuff coming out all the time whenever we decide to create it.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's totally possible.
No,
Sam, you
like,
said you do it on the 10 on the
Yeah, the Crazy Nintendo Less when I did the 4-episode series on how to make back your
Uh-huh.
money at in Artist Alley.
Okay.
Yeah, when I started the next episode, I was like previously on the Crazy Nintendo Less, and I showed a
Okay,
clip.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, when you were doing the 4, right?
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
did doing
Yeah.
the 4 thing. Yeah. Michael San Martino wants to know, Aniba, those files work?
Yeah, I've been able to make it work, and we'll talk more on the side about that a little bit later, Mike. I do have some, not issues, but some things that could be done a little different. But yeah,
Yeah. And John Coates says, guys, good luck. I'm out of here. Gotta continue drawing some stuff. Thank God I don't leak stuff.
yeah, right.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. I was like, I had to hide that cover.
He leaks all the artwork. Everything he does, he just throws it up on the whatchamacallit. Yeah.
he's a traditional enthusiast, right? I'm
Yes.
the same, man. I love traditional. Long
Oh
live
yeah.
traditional. Yeah, buddy.
He is big time.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
piece
no,
that
he
I did,
loves
the
it.
crossover piece, I did it traditionally because it's
That
available
wasn't
for
digital,
sale.
right? Yeah, that wasn't digital. That
It was digital,
yeah.
yeah, because it's up for sale on the Kickstarter, so you can get that crossover piece of Tragedy and Forbidden on the Kickstarter as well, and it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
framed.
Yeah. No,
What do you-
absolutely, bro.
Who are you talking to?
I'm trying to get Crystal's Twitch handle for the audience. They're all asking for Crystal's Twitch handle, and Michael says, "Crystal, buy my book." That's his pitch. He doesn't need a pitch, bro. He just says, "Buy my book."
Yes.
That's his pitch. He doesn't need an elevator pitch. Michael's ready to just buy my book. I'm surprised he hasn't asked you to sing anything today, Sam. I'm surprised.
No sing. I'll sing it if we get to 22 backers tonight. I'll sing.
22. Damn, how much longer do you think we're gonna be online?
We need 3 more backers to get to 22.
Oh snap! 3 backers. Are there 3 backers in the audience that haven't?
You got to sing something by
Yeah.
Prince though, Sam. I saw that episode with the girls where they stumped you.
Yeah, I was like, I'm ready to think.
Prince, man.
I
Prince.
know.
There's
I
so
was
many
like,
good songs by him, man.
I know. I was like, huh? I mean, I was drinking that night too, so I was like,
You had the wig, you had the shirt out. Like, come on, man.
that was a fun episode.
That was good. That was
Oh my
good.
God!
Yeah,
Nah, the girls are
But
fun.
George was Roberto.
Roberto Ross.
Yeah, he was Carrot
Roberto
Top.
Ross, loco. Roberto Ross.
He was a Spanish Carrot
Yo,
Top.
I'm telling you right now, bro. I got gypped. The cover of the thing said it came with the wig and the beard. The beard was gone, bro. The beard
Oh,
was
man.
gone.
He got that Acme version, bro. That
Yes.
cheap version.
He put a Brillo pad on his
joint
head.
My joint came with a palette, the beard,
Bro,
the hair.
I got the bodega, man, the bodega version down the street. That's just crazy, man. I don't know what the hell's going on here, B.
Snap.
Oh, and now that Sam might sing, I'm definitely out. Peace. That was John. That was John.
John loves my
Yeah.
singing. He's lying.
Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy, man. But that was fun. That was a fun episode. The whole thing.
Yeah,
with
but
the,
you guys
with the
brought
girls.
up. Well, Anibal brought it up. It's like, how do you convert today's kids into comic books? And you brought something up earlier. You said, that was a great insight. Steve says, well, I don't even know what's happening in the other books when I pick something up. Because
that was
he does.
Christian,
Because
right? That was just your son.
Christian said it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Christian.
Little man.
Yep, Christian.
Yeah. So I wonder what else is it about comics that they don't. I feel that they have to be introduced by somebody who's a comic reader. Two, I think the best way to get kids to embrace comics is to take today's kid, which is all digital, to a comic store. Let them peruse until they find something that appeals to them, and let them pick that up. I think the worst thing you can do is if you're like the dad or you're the brother or whatever, and you're like, you gotta get this book, you need to read this book. It turns people off. You gotta let the kid go walk around and experience the comic book store, and see what it's like, and go through the stuff, and then click with something, and then if they enjoy it, they'll go back naturally. But if you force it on them, they're not gonna want to. You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna take a kid to the gaming store. Say, hey, let's go to the comic store after the gaming store. Boom, because they want to get that new game that just came out, right? So let's go to instead of going to GameStop, go to GameStop and then go to the comic store that's right next to it, and then let them have the experience. And I think that's how you get to convert them. But they just won't naturally go on their own.
With my son, I'll give you a little bit more insight because I was just grilling him yesterday. I'm driving back from my sister's and we had
Why don't you buy
drive. Yeah, I'm like, so what's up? Why don't you? I'm going down the list. He said this, which like fascinated me, which is so true. He said, okay, there's a series that he's watching or that he went through on Netflix called it's an anime. It's like JoJo's Adventure or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he said, if that came out with a comic or a manga, whatever, he would pick that up for the stuff that's not available on Netflix for him to view yet. And which there is a manga. It's got maybe like 6 seasons available on Netflix. So he's willing to get the continuation of the series through the manga and in the comic book version. So that's another connection. So his in, and just generally, I'm generalizing here, for kids his age, his in would be the visual, seeing the cartoon. Even for myself, I got introduced to comics, if I think back, way back, watching the cartoon. I saw Spider-Man's Amazing Friends. That led me into comics. So it's still kind of the same way. The only difference, in my opinion, is there's so much more competition for their attention because of the gaming and all this other nonsense that they have available to them right in the palm of their hands now. So it's a little bit more of a challenge to get them to continuously pick up the comic. I mean, my son, I've taken him to comic book shops. He'll look around like what you just said, Sam. He'll pick up something that catches his attention. He'll read it, and then that'll be that. It'll end with that one issue. But a continuous pickup of the book, a continuous reading of the book, probably can be prompted by stuff that he sees already on a visual medium like the television.
Yeah. So would that be a digital copy, or would that be a paper copy of the thing? So you know what I'm saying? Like, would he?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't introduced him to the digital format because I myself am not a fan of it. I haven't had a good experience with it. I've only looked at it on my phone, so I can't speak for people that have done it on an iPad or larger, which is what we talked about before. But for the printed format, that's basically how it goes for him.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I was reading, Sam had a guy yesterday on the show. I forget his name, but the book was what was it? It was Jane. It was Plainer Jane.
Plainer Jane, yes.
Okay.
Plainer Jane. And I have like a PDF of it, and I was trying to read it on my phone, bro. Like, it's too small, dude. Like, I had to turn the screen sideways, and then I got to scroll up and down and read. It's just on the tablet is a little better.
Yeah.
But I was talking to my nephew. So my nephew Christian is also, he's 14, and he's funny, man. Cause I asked him, I said, yo, straight up, like I just asked him, I said, do you guys prefer digital comics over paper comics if you had a choice? And he said, he goes, honestly, paper comics have more novelty, but a lot of people do digital comics. I don't know really. I'd personally rather have paper comics. I was very surprised by that because it's a novelty now for them. It's almost like LPs. It's almost
Vinyl
like albums.
records,
It's almost like vinyls now. It's a novelty. People want
So
them.
let me ask you this: does he have paper comics? Is he an owner?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't.
Yeah, but I go back to when I was a kid, right? I was into sports, cartoons, my G.I. Joe action figures, my Transformers. But when I went to the optimal store, the candy store, the store in the corner, they had the spinner rack, and I saw comics.
That's how I got introduced too.
And I saw G.I.
Joe.
Joe.
That's why I bought 'em.
I saw, I loved military comics. So there was Sergeant Rock, and there was G.I. Joe, and I was like, holy crap. And that's how I got hooked. I got introduced to comic booklets because my mom was a big Archie Comics fan. But when I actually went to the store to go get candy and I saw the spinner rack, I was like, what the hell? This is Shangri-La. And so that's when I grabbed it. And now I was all, my time was, I remember I was distracted as a kid as well. Saturdays I was glued to the set watching all the cartoons, then Saturday Kung Fu flicks, and then I was on a baseball team when I was a kid, went to school. I had all my action figures. I was drawing. But once a week, because I knew that every week I'd go to the bodega and they had a new comic, I'd go to the comic store. And because I was glued to what I found, and because I found it. It wasn't imposed on me. Like someone would say, you need to, you know what I mean? It was just on my own, and that's how I was introduced to it. And there were distractions. It was different distractions back then. There were distractions, but the great thing about it was
the distraction was going outside to play, though. That was a
yes,
distraction.
and you can
TV.
talk about comics with your friends.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Where today everybody's wearing a headset and they're glued to the set and they're having conniptions that the father says you got to go do your chores and like,
different. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Michael San Martino says manga's rocking comics. The sales of manga are through the roof.
Yes.
Which is
True.
crazy because I never got into
manga's
manga.
Pandemic, man. That's all direct results of the pandemic. Being stuck in the house watching Netflix anime. That's direct result. Those are facts.
But I think Philip Russell, and we were having this conversation with Philip and John the other day. I think it's that instant gratification. Right? I think we were willing to wait a month in between issues. Like that month that we waited for those comics, we were willing to wait that month. I'm going to see what happens next month. Kids ain't willing to wait a month for a freaking book to come out.
Yeah.
If that book ain't out right now, I ain't reading that. I'm like, a month? Are you crazy? I'm not waiting a month when I can just go into my phone and find it right now. Like, we can order stuff today on Amazon and have it in our house tomorrow. Why am I waiting a month?
Because there's no... And this is not a blanket statement, but
Mangademic.
When I grew up, there were values, right? When I grew up, you understood the value of money, of time, investment. I remember when I was a kid, my mom, I would say I wanted computers were the newest craze, right? And Commodore 64 was coming out. I knew nothing about how to use a computer, but everybody was getting them, and I was like, Mom, I want a computer. And so she's like, well, if you want it next year, because my mom was smart. She goes, kids always wants the trend, but it's not necessarily because they want it. It's because it's trendy. So she goes, if you want it next year, I'll get it for you. So it made me really understand the value of money and patience, right? And so I waited. And next year, under the Christmas tree, there was a computer, right? And she spent the whole year with my uncle researching and trying to understand computers because it was foreign to us, right? Today... everybody wants everything yesterday, which is why, Amazon, I want it delivered in 2 hours. I want it same day delivery. I want this. No one's willing to wait anymore, and they don't understand, the investment and the benefits of, because sometimes that impulse buy is probably the biggest mistake you made, but it's that impulsive reaction.
See, I don't collect manga, but when I look at the manga comics or the manga books in the store, they're all like this thick. Yeah, they're all like there's
and
just
backwards.
a lot of content right in the mangas.
Backwards,
and they're backwards.
Yes, I don't understand it.
But kids are willing to read that stuff, and I don't know if it's because of the size of the book that they like. Like everything, the quantity
and it's
of it.
Big splashy lines and all action scenes, and
it's all action. That thing is all. It's like the cartoon, like the anime. It's all like anime's got some sick fucking animation.
Man.
I think it was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure you were talking about.
That's what it's called. Yeah. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah. So because my nephew's into that too. He was trying to put me onto that. He's like, yo, you gotta look at that. And I'm like,
I've seen some of it. It's interesting. I mean, a lot of the character designs look pretty cool, and some of the fight scenes and action stuff. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true.
So Johnny's asking, what was the first comic book you were given and or bought?
Oh, I remember the Max, bro. Remember the Max? That joint was crazy.
I have it.
I
have the original. I have all of them.
Issue.
Yeah.
I have that, and I have the Pit. Remember the Pit?
Yeah, I have that too.
Yeah, the Pit.
I had
Dale Keown. Dale Keown.
Dale Keown. Yep.
It was dope.
That guy's a beast.
I honestly don't remember what was the first comic book I bought. Like I know it was either a Thor or an Iron Man comic, but I don't remember what.
I
the
actually
first one
still
was.
own the first comic I bought. It's not the original one. Our good friend, our mutual good friend Joe Holly, gifted it to me for my wedding
yeah?
gift. I told him what it was, and he dug it up on eBay and found it.
Dude.
It was a Conan the Barbarian drawn by, I don't know if it was Sal Buscema, one of the great artists of like the early '80s. The movie adaptation of Conan the Barbarian, which I saw when I saw the movie and I saw the book in the bodega, the spinning rack. I was like, I gotta have this. That was my first introduction into the world of fantasy art and the Frazetta and all that stuff. So I still actually have it somewhere in my studio. So proud to say thank you, Joe Holly.
Joe Holly represent. What'd you have? What'd you buy? Well, what was the
My first
one
one was Sergeant Rock and G.I. Joe.
Sergeant
My
Rock.
mom introduced me to Archie comics. She used
I
to
used
read
to-
it
I used to get
religiously
that
all the
every-
time.
the digest?
And she used to
I
have the
get
little the digest, yeah.
Yeah.
And but when I first actually on my own out of my own pocket, it was Sergeant Rock and G.I. Joe simultaneously because it was both on the spinner rack, and I just had to have it.
I gotta say, I went to Catholic school. Like when I started getting into comics,
I did too.
and that's when I started stealing comic books from the store. I wasn't even
we
buying
must
them,
have
bro.
grew up together in another life, bro. This sounds like my origin story.
I wasn't even buying them, bro. Like I'm in the Catholic school stuffing.
The
stuff.
Goose Down was my best
I'm
friend,
like,
bro. Even in the
yo.
summertime.
Yo, it was terrible. It was
Now
terrible.
you're gonna think
Terrible.
you can think this is crazy, but I remember my sister and my friends. We were like in the third grade or fourth grade, and they wanted to go to the candy store, and we didn't have any money, so she's like, just grab stuff, and so we went in. I grabbed some chips and stuff, and I go out, and I get down the block, and I turn back, and I go give it back. And the guy ripped me a new asshole. I was giving it back. I was like, I'm sorry, I took this, I didn't pay. And he's like, you're not allowed in my store again. And I was like, ooh. And I go running out, and everybody still had their own stuff, and we're not giving you any of ours. I was like, but I couldn't, like my guilty conscience, I had to give it back.
Meanwhile, I'm kicking G.I. Joe's out the
Lesson learned:
door.
don't include Sam in any heist, man. He'll
Hell
fold.
no.
He'll fold.
Hey, bro, he wouldn't come. The day he wouldn't come with us to Tijuana,
Nope.
I knew.
My stomach.
I knew.
Oh, man, my stomach.
The day he wouldn't come with
It was
us to
those Coronas,
TJ's.
dog. Oh, oh.
That was the day
I
knew.
I told you about the story. Who was it? It was who was it? It was it? It was
George didn't even have a legal ID, bro. He could have been locked out in Mexico.
I
He
was
wasn't even a
illegal.
legal resident.
I was illegal, loco. I was illegal. I was
you
willing to
guys,
take the
you
chance,
guys are gonna hate on me for this. So I was with my buddy. His name was Michael. He thought he's Colombian, but he thought it was Italian, right? So he loved all those. He was like David Keelis in a way. So we're in Queens, and he goes to this spot, and it looks like it's a one-level building. It looks like it would be a garage. It's a brick building, one level, and there's a black door, right? And so I'm like, where we going? He says, don't worry, you're gonna have fun. He knocks on the door, and this guy comes out. He goes back in. Then they open the door, and they bring us in, and they see them coming from the back with a table because we have suits on. So they bring from the back to the table, and they put it in the center and whatever, and they put tablecloth, and they put a bottle, and then there's a naked girl coming with high heels to dance for us. And I'm like, yo, where the hell are we? I said, yo, Mike, I'm out. I was like, pew. I was like, yo, I don't know where we are. I said, I don't know what. I said, but there's going to be a sting, and I'm going to be on CNN or Fox 5 News. And I'm like, yeah, coming out, a bunch of freaking guys get jacked up because we were at some sort of, I don't know what this place was, but she was completely nothing on but heels.
Damn.
And I was like, I gotta go. I said, I'm sorry. I can't do this. I said, my mom
Meanwhile,
catch.
I'm thinking, where is this place? And I'd like to go.
Nah, man. I was like, my mom catches
Sounds
me
like a
here.
good
I'm
time.
done. I was like,
My
nah,
kind of place.
nah.
Now, do you guys remember? I think we might have talked about it before, probably with George. Those I had an aunt who used to read these little like comic book type things that were like very sexual, right? They had like all this kind of like sexual stuff, but they were comic books and they were like novela type of stuff. I think they might have even been in Spanish. I believe that was probably my first actual experience with looking through like, soft porn maybe.
Right, yeah.
Comics, I remember seeing those. They were about like this big.
Very voluptuous women in those things.
Yeah. They had like painted covers and stuff. They were pretty
oh,
cool.
yo, great artwork though.
Yeah.
Like no lie.
I
Like,
remember that stuff. I definitely
it was some
remember that
really
stuff.
good artwork
I
on
don't
those
know.
things, man. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That was big around that time.
Yeah, my conscience got the best of me.
Your conscience, bro. Your conscience in your stomach. Freaking.
You know what it is? Every time I'm in those scenarios, I think about my mom, and I'm like, nah, I can't.
But we didn't even do anything. We were just going there for the
Nah, it was
sights.
it wasn't that. It was when I was out there. When I first went out there, I think it was with Robert Garrett when I first went to San Diego Comic-Con. And when we almost got jacked up, it was me, Robert Garrett, and Leo Gonzalez. I think it was. I forgot who it was. Anyway, when we almost got jacked up going to the bathroom, in Tijuana, right? So it's a public bathroom, and these guys are following us in, trying to extort us for money to use the public toilet. And so I was like, yo, back to back, if anything happens, whatever. So now you guys want to go at night, deep into the heart of Tijuana. And I was like,
Bro,
That's when the party starts, dog.
we were rolling with Keyless, bro. That's like rolling with the wolf from Pulp Fiction,
Yo,
bro.
Keyless, if
It was
anybody knows
okay.
Keyless, man,
It
he
was
was a wild
okay.
man back in the
It
day.
was
Keyless is a
okay.
wild man.
I know he's a
Anything was
wild
bound to
man.
happen. Anything was bound to happen.
I'm gonna
with
tell you
that
like
guy.
this. I'm gonna tell you, I was a little brown boy at the time. Ain't nobody taking me, man. ain't nobody trying to kidnap me, dog.
no,
Like, what
my
they gonna get
problem
from me?
is
What
my
they gonna get
no,
from me, bro?
my problem is any situation that I'm around, everyone says take out the big guy first, and I'm always the big guy, and I'm like, oh hell no.
You be looking suspect. You be looking real stiff. You walk around, you know, chest is out and shit. You know what I mean?
I'm on point.
You
I'm
gotta
like,
blend in. You gotta
nah,
mingle, baby.
man.
You gotta-
I'm
you gotta
watching
loosen up.
Paco
You
and
gotta
I'm watching
loosen up.
Chamaco,
All
and I'm
I
like,
know
oh
is a
hell no.
Once in a lifetime opportunity. I didn't know when I was gonna go back, and I haven't been back since. So it presented
Right?
itself, and I was with it. I'm like, yo,
TJ.
we
When
going
you
on
guys
a
said
night,
let's
let's
go
do
at
it.
night,
Let's go.
all I saw
Let's have an
was
adventure, guys.
when
Let's
all I
live.
all I saw
was
was a
fun.
coroner
It
and
was
body
great.
bags. I was like, I'm not going.
Yo, and it lived up to the hype. It lived up to the
totally.
hype, bro.
Yes, and I had a
Totally
good
lived up to the hype.
and I had a
Hell
good
yeah.
burger, and I watched a good movie. I was good.
Oh man,
We had a
dude.
blast, bro.
Oh, that's freaking funny, bro.
that was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I was like, that the problem is I'm always in those scenarios. I'm on point. Remember when we went to Chicago and we were walking through the train station, and so I took watch. So it's me, George, and Jesse, and so like I'm on point and I'm watching everybody around. I'm like, nah, we're not getting jacked over here.
No, but yo, you were talking to somebody yesterday. You were talking to again during that interview. You said something about insecurity. You are taught to be there but not be present,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were doing totally the opposite.
There's a difference.
Why? It's the same
No,
thing.
it's a difference when you're there to protect someone. You don't want to be seen.
Bro,
Whether or when you're in around an element, you need to make sure they're aware of you that you see them.
When we were, and I think we all grew up in like not the nicest neighborhood.
He was
Like,
chased by
we all
cops in
grew up-
Tijuana. That's crazy.
We all grew up in not the
Who said
nicest
that,
neighborhood.
Mike?
Who said that? What'd you say?
Yeah, he got chased by cops in Tijuana.
Yo, Mike, it was totally. Michael says it was from dusk till dawn scenario. Definitely, it was
Totally,
definitely that.
totally,
And it
man.
was the best, yo. It was the
Yeah,
best.
man.
But when I was in England or whatever.
Dime pieces from wall to wall. That's all I'm
Oh,
gonna say.
dude, we walked in there. Yo, we walked in there. It was like that scene right behind you, bro. That.
Salma Hayek all over the place,
Yo,
bro.
no, but that scene that
saying?
you
Yeah.
drew,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
That was Tijuana right
Yeah.
there, bro.
That's just that, man.
That was
For real.
Tijuana.
You missed it, Sammy.
Thank
Yo.
God. I'm good.
Yo,
I'm
but
good.
yo, like when we were in London, bro, like yeah, no doubt. I'm with you, Sam. Like you can't just walk around and be like what's going on. You gotta know what's going on around.
Robert, your mic.
For sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
On
now
my
it's
back.
back.
Yeah, you faded out there.
Yeah, no, you got to know what's going on around you. You can't be oblivious to anything that's going on. Like when we walked into that place, me and Anibal, like we sat with that dude at that table underneath that spotlight and said, okay, is how this goes down. The girls ain't gonna. He gave us the whole rundown of what was going down in that place, and we're like, all right, go on your merry way. Anibal and I, all right, bro, we together.
chilled, you know what
We
I'm saying?
sat down. We
Dave,
weren't.
Dave went and found a chick. You know what I'm saying?
Dave
He
was
"I'ma do my
gone.
thing."
Yo, his story was crazy.
We were like, yo, 5 minutes later,
Dave's-
Dave is back. I'm done. You're like, yo, you did your thing? That was 5 minutes, dog.
He tried to blame the guy at the door. Nah, man, they were kicking us out, bro. The guy at the door
Dave
wouldn't
was a
let me.
2-minute brother.
I like Dave. I like Dave.
Dave came
It's
back all
okay.
sweaty. Dave came back all sweaty, fixing his collar. Like, yeah, I'm finished. I'm done. I had to tell the story, dog. Sorry, Dave.
He's like,
George,
yo,
you're like,
boy,
yo, that was quick, dog. You sure you did it?
damn, we looking up the stairs like, what the fuck? Really? That's it? We're
No.
like, oh, no, she bad. We're like, no,
You
she is
remember that?
bad.
Yo, she did look good, but
She
damn,
was bad.
dog.
We try to give him the benefit of the doubt. We're like, no, she's bad. Like,
She did look good. You know what I'm saying?
But
It could happen to anybody.
when you think
know what I'm
about you think about the story, what's standing on the outside of the door. When he told me, I was like, I don't even know how I'd be. I was like, God, David
but
is
that's what
he's
he
the
was
man.
saying. That's what he was saying.
I never heard another word about it from him, dog. I just know what I saw. He came back all sweaty though. He was like fixing his yeah, and we were like, yo, what happened?
Yo, how do you,
Finished.
we were like, all right.
Oh jeez,
That's what's up.
what's my
That's-
TVMA? There it is.
I guess we're leaving. I guess,
Yeah, I guess it's
we
over,
out.
George. I guess that's a night. It's a
I
wrap.
guess that's it. I guess it's done.
Oh God.
Oh,
It was,
just the
it was a
wolf.
good time. It was a good time.
The
It
wolf
a
was
good
funny.
time.
He would
Yes.
always pick these crazy spots.
No, he knew. Yeah, he did. He knew these crazy
Remember that
spots,
the
bro.
club that he took us to in San Diego? We took a cab drive. We didn't know where we were going in the middle of nowhere. I was like, yo, where we going? Don't worry about it. I was like,
That
dude,
sounds like Dave.
Dave was crazy, dude. Dave was
oh
nuts,
my
bro.
God,
Dave
he was
was
nuts.
You gotta get him on the show sometime, man. We gotta dig that guy up.
shit.
I know.
Yes,
We need to go to
Story.
Vegas.
Yo, not for
Oh,
nothing.
yeah, yeah,
Not for nothing. Yo, hell of an artist, bro. Hell of an
Oh,
artist.
amazing artist.
David Keelis is a hell of. For
his
those who
own
don't
lane,
know,
man. He's in his own lane.
we busting ball, but
Yeah.
that dude, hell of a
Yeah.
freaking
He's brave.
artist.
He's brave with his artwork, man.
Not
He's
only is
so
he
many
an
chances.
amazing
He's very
artist, but
brave.
he's also probably the most versed indie supporter
Yes.
in the business. He says every indie comic there
His
is.
indie collection,
It's
it was out
crazy.
of
Oh, yeah, yeah.
control.
Out of
dude.
control.
He had more indie books than he had mainstream books.
He
Yes.
definitely has me beat. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, he had like I'm talking about just
Yeah.
shelves and shelves
Collection,
of
right?
just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
indies that aren't even that weren't around
Right.
when we were starting
Right.
out. You know what I mean? Like it was that deep, his collection.
It's funny, real quick. I actually met Dave before I met you guys at a convention that you guys were actually at. I think it was
Really?
like a Big Apple Comic Con. I didn't get to your table for whatever reason, or I didn't see you. And I had
Yeah.
one of Dave's first books that he put out, like
Oh,
some kind of like
really?
green alien looking creature. I forget. It was called like Untitled or Unfree.
Oh yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Untitled,
I
yeah.
had that joint.
I have that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he had the MMA joint. He had that
Yeah,
knuckle,
1,000
knuckle
and he also
bear.
had the
Whatever.
1,000 Leagues
The
to
Brooklyn
somewhere.
Bitch.
Oh, the Brooklyn bitch.
That's what she was
Wow.
called. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had like
What'd you say?
1,000 leagues to something or 1,000.
Right.
10,000 miles to
To
something.
hell or
To hell or
to
some-
something.
yeah.
Yeah. He had some really cool stuff,
Yeah,
bro.
man. Good
He had some
concept.
really cool stuff. He was out there with his art.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
I there was this one page where like I think the devil was getting it in the ass or something.
Oh my
like
goodness
that.
gracious, Barbados.
He was out of control.
Yeah, David.
dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was out of control, dude.
I remember when we did George, you should remember this, when we did the joint venture with the Montalbos. We did that
Oh, yeah.
Fuacata
The
gallery.
Fuacata.
They decided to kind of label us like the Avengers or whatever. Chris Montalvo was Captain America. Guess which Avenger Dave was? Easy. It's easy.
Which
The Hulk. He was
David?
just always angry and grumpy and out of control.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
David, his mood swings were crazy. He was
Yeah.
bipolar.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
that's
One minute he's cool, the next minute he's angry.
He did.
Yeah.
He's that tortured
Yes.
artist.
We got thrown out of bars because he got too drunk.
oh my god.
believe
Nah,
it.
I do miss Dave though, man.
Yeah,
He was a good dude. Good dude.
Oh.
Good dude. I mean, he's not. Listen, he hasn't passed. He's still
Yeah,
alive.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
just.
He's still
he's
with
just
us,
out.
just
He's
not
just
with
out.
us.
Yeah, he's just out in Vegas.
You want to follow
somewhere
Dave on
doing his thing.
Instagram? You'll see every time he posts is a different bottle of liquor with a meal that he's eating.
He has.
Yeah,
a,
he loves his
has a good
food.
time
He
out
loves
there.
his wine, his liquor. And he loves his woman.
He has. Yeah, he has a good time
Drink
out
and eat.
there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. But yeah, guys, we're at 9:30. I mean, it's 9:30. Where are we at? We're on the campaign.
haven't
Have you guys
moved.
pledged yet? No.
Nobody.
we
Enough.
haven't moved. Crickets.
Enough.
Bloody
Listen,
hell.
We still have 27 days.
It's early. Yeah.
You know, we're gonna get. You know, we're gonna be bombarding the internet with images of Forbidden. So just to warn you guys. But yeah, brother, you guys got anything else going on?
Let's see. Tomorrow I'll be on 3 shows.
you
I'll
go.
be a guest. I'll be on. It came for the radio. It's a pre-recorded, so that's gonna air. I'll let you know when that airs.
Shout out to Mark Torres.
Mark-
I'll be
Mark.
on Critical Blast at 8:00. And then I will be on JD Calderon's at 10.
JD Calderon.
Yeah.
JD, 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Indie Comics Explained.
Indie
so
Comics
make sure
Explained.
you tune in. Yes.
You got
that'll
that
be
dollar
tomorrow.
Sam?
Kickstarter
Yeah.
pimp himself.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Kickstarter
Yeah, JD.
pimp.
JD does his thing on that. JD
Pimping
and
that
Daphne.
Kickstarter. He
And
pimping it.
and Daphne. Big shout out to both of them.
Got a
Yeah, yeah.
system.
Yeah, they're hustlers. They're definitely
hustle.
really good. Yeah, so basically, if you're listening to us on iHeartRadio or Spotify, if you're watching us on Twitch or Twitter or Facebook, the link is in the summary. Pledge if you can. If you can't, please share it with all your friends and family. Send that link out. Help us get to 100 backers. We had 50 last time. I'd like to double that. It's really about getting the readership done. This book really just pays for the printing and the shipping and the colors. That's it, because everything else is done. So take a chance with Forbidden. It's a great fantasy series. A lot of talented people. Again, the people you're seeing on the screen worked on it. You had George the Dreamer Medina, letterer extraordinaire. You had Anibal Arroyo, who did the first 2 issues and the covers for the graphic novel, and for issue did the Kickstarter exclusive cover. You had Prime Santra, who was a fantastic illustrator. You had John Kostis did a variant cover. David Quiles, the wolf we were talking about, he did a variant cover, which is a popular one of the fastest selling covers in the collection. And we almost had a buyer for his original art. Yeah, and it's a story I've worked on for 20 years. It's a story that I'm very proud of, and I'm hoping that you take a chance and read it, even if you just get the $5 digital for issue 0 or whatever, and start off with there. Take a chance with it. I know you have a lot of options. Believe me, we interview a lot of talented people every day, and I'm always amazed at how much talent that's out there and some amazing stories. But you got a moment, put that Frappuccino down for a second and use that $5 for the Frappuccino and pledge and share it with a friend and give it a chance.
That's it, man. That's it. And Anibal, what you got going on? Where can they reach you? Where can they find you?
As always, I am at Royakis on Instagram, and I can be found on Facebook at Anibal Tocayo Arroyo. And I am slowly cranking away on my creative projects here, as you can see. Very soon, I will have some reveals. I promise. I know I've been saying that for quite a while. But in the meantime, you can always find Little Steve's Closet, hardcover and softcover edition, available through Darkfire Press. That's J.M. DeSantis' imprint, darkfirepress.com.
There you go. And then you can always follow me on Get Your Meds with a Z on Instagram, and then also follow the Wonder Duck Instagram page. I'm trying to build that for the campaign that I'm putting out next year.
I can't build another page. I'm tired.
For Wonder Duck, and then just go to getyourmeds.com for more stuff. We're gonna be I can't wait next year. We got to talk about conventions or whatever. We got to get together and do some of that stuff. We'll talk about it as the time comes. But I got some ideas about like setups and stuff like that. I think it'll probably be better for us to get like separate tables, but together. You know what I mean? Just so we can spread out and have just more room. But we can talk about that on another show.
Yeah. So if you like this episode, please give us a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed and you've been listening on the DL, please subscribe. Help us get monetized. Our subscriber base fluctuates. So we're trying to keep it consistent on a trajectory. Sometimes we get an indie that wants to be on the show. They'll subscribe, and the show airs, then they unsubscribe later. Shame. But yes, stick with the craze. Help us grow. Help us get monetized, and again, help those algorithms. Put those algorithms to work. YouTube is making it hard for us, and we got 95,000 watch hours. 90 and over 550 videos, and we're still trying to push forward. So we need your help. And it's like, yo, man, the only thing we need is a subscriber base. So that's the one element we need to get monetized and help us get to 1,000. With that said, I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera.
George the Dreamer Medina, and
Arroyo. And we are out. It's just easy. It's not.
Crazy. Acquiesce.
No, I was talking about my friend Acquiesce. I met him. Say my name, right?
This is what you were thinking?
Oh,
He described me. He said, I'm the
You're Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. To Catch the the Craze.
You are listening to Catch the Craze
on Kiss Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze.